This week is going to be a lot different on the first year than the others because I don't know how many of you follow wrestling, or even if we have any returning subscribers or anything, but we here at the first year have been really devastated by the heartbreaking news of Bray Wyatt's passing recently this Thursday of August 24th. And we just wanted to come on here and pay tribute to him because he was one of our biggest inspirations, because we've been fans of wrestling for almost all of our life. And Bray Wyatt has been like there since the beginning, at least for me, because I got into it around 2011 and he debuted alongside his brothers in the Wyatt family in 2014. And immediately they were like one of my favorite things to watch on TV just because they were so different. In a world full of underdogs and baby faces, these weird swamp creatures came in and just wrecked everyone. Straight from the 80s, these characters were like so out of place, but you couldn't help but tune in each week and just see what was next. And Bray was always the like front runner of that. He was always the one that made you want to watch the most. All of his promos were absolutely insanely brilliant. His matches too, with like Daniel Bryan, the Shield versus the Wyatts, one of the best like 6-man matches in history. And even later in his career with The Fiend versus Finn Balor being one of my favorite matches of all time, just because of how like unique it was. Once again, Bray was able to just completely encapsulate every single character he played, and to a perfect degree. The fact that he never really got the recognition from the higher ups in WWE is really a shame, but what he did with what he got was always like must-see television. Even when he left and came back as The Fiend, like that was the only reason I actually watched wrestling in 2019, is just to see what Bray was doing. He made me love wrestling again in that year, and in 2022 when he came out last year, he made me care about it again, because all of the hints that he dropped before he was returned with the White Rabbit and everything, it just got me so invested that I actually cared again, and that was something that nothing else on WWE could actually do for me. It's hard putting into words how much of an inspiration he was, and the fact that he's gone is still just... it's not kicking in. I don't think it will for a while. Just like with Brody Lee, like when he passed back in 2020, I didn't believe it for days, and like when I did, it still just felt like a joke or like a story or something. Because a lot of the time with wrestling, you just kind of forget that it's a real person behind those characters, and they have real lives. With Bray having his wife and kids, and it's just tough for like everyone involved. And the fact that like when he came back last year, he was talking about how like he never really knew if anyone actually cared about him, or if anything he did mattered, and the amount of support that every single person in the WWE universe gave to him was like the thing that kept him going. And the fact that he was that for a lot of other people, I don't really know where I'm going with this. We just thought it would be nice to come on here and just pay our tributes to the man that is honestly one of the best storytellers that will ever be in the WWE. I honestly don't think there will ever be anyone as talented as Bray Wyatt stepping into the ring with the storytelling capabilities he had. He was truly once in a lifetime, and he'll be missed forever. There's a lot more that I didn't get to talk about in this video because I'm just kind of going off the top of my head, no script or anything. But if you haven't seen any of Bray's work and this is the first you're hearing of him, please go watch some of his stuff. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, the Firefly Funhouse, his characters, like just any of his promos will just pull you in because he was just that good at what he did. I hope you guys liked the last week's videos. There was a lot of work put into those, and we hope you really enjoyed them. And it'll be back to regular scheduling next week. But with that all being said, please go check out Bray Wyatt and give his family some support and love. Hug your loved ones and tell them that you love them, because anything can happen in this world, and people can just be taken away from you in an instant. I'll never forget the inspiration Bray brought to my life, and I'll always be grateful for that. It's been your boy, a proud Firefly, and I'll see you next week.
Constant reminder of paradise lost. Yeah, I ain't like y'all, I'm different. I'm the answer to everything missing. All of my plans have an affinity, and it seems like an intricate symphony. I know this world is infected, looking for a cure, I know the one. There's a whole lot of carnage and wreckage. If you ain't ready for it, then you better run.